Hey everyone, Faded Oasis here. This video is a continuation of the end of Stardew Valley Co-op VOD 13, where Glass and I start having a very interesting conversation slash argument about the enemy design and level design in Super Mario Sunshine. We get into it at the tail end of the Stardew Valley VOD, but this conversation goes on for a long time, so I didn't want this to all be part of the Stardew Valley VOD. If you'd like to watch the Stardew Valley VOD, the link is in the description, and I'll even put a time code for where the actual conversation about Sunshine begins. Yeah, and then here's where it picks up. Nah, I'm good. So yeah, like there are memorable things about Sunshine that
Yeah.
are great, and there are memorable things about Sunshine about how terrible it is because you get on the friggin' squid water racer thing and you collect the 8 red coins and then you hit something before getting the shine and you instantly die.
So I'm gonna be honest, that shine was a little frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed. But I really like that shine.
You go to the beach area and there are these cool ducks that fling you up in the air, and even though you're getting harassed by them, it's still kind of fun.
So I'm gonna be
And,
honest.
and then you have to race through that level for some dumb reason, and it's terrible.
I'm gonna stand next to you for a picture.
Yep.
I did that shine. I did. I'm doing like the first 7 shines at least in each level
Mhm.
because I know what you need to beat the game. You need at least 7 shines in each level.
Yep.
It's Gelato Bay. I think it's Gelato something.
I don't know the names of anything.
The beach level with the ducks
Yeah.
that fling you up in the air.
Yep.
In the first 7 shines, at least, I don't know about, I think there's 9 shines in each, whatever. But in the first 7, you don't need those ducks at all.
No, you don't need them, but they're just around and they're harassing
Like,
you.
you could just straight up ignore them.
Yeah,
Like, they don't
absolutely.
exist. Like, what? It's such a small level, and then it's like, half the level is this beach with these pretty cool ducks. Like,
So like Mario 64 was the same way. You don't use every part of the level on every star.
absolutely. But most of the levels I feel like you used, and when they added cool things like cool enemies and stuff, you mostly use them. But you just have these ducks, and it's like it's such a cool thing. There's blue and red ones. They fling you a little differently, and then it's like you don't actually need to care about them at all. Like, okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think in Mario 64. I think there are some enemies that you never need to encounter.
None that I can think of off the top.
Bullet Bill. Bullet Bill's there, and if you hang around long enough, you'll see him.
What, on Womp's Fortress?
Yep.
Right.
But
It chases you around the tower.
that's only if you're sitting at the base of the tower for a long time.
But I feel like that
If-
was only added because, hey, look, the old Mario games had Bullet Bill. Look, he's back.
I mean, so that's a lot of Mario is nostalgia for the old stuff.
Okay, were the ducks in any other Mario game?
No. So this is the whole point of Sunshine was they've went to Isle Delfino on vacation.
Right.
So everything's
Right.
different. All the people are shaped different. All of the
Right, absolutely.
So yeah.
So-
So there are a whole lot of new enemies. There are new enemies. Let me think about.
So you
Mario
introduced
64 here.
my issue is you introduced this brand new enemy, this red and blue duck, both of which fling you up into the air pretty high.
Mhm.
Pretty cool thing. And then it's just like, so we introduced these new things, and the only thing you need to know about them is just walk past them. That's it. There's
Um,
the ones on the solar panel discs that it's just fling them off of it by ground pounding the opposite side of the solar panel. Spoilers in chat for a 15-year-old game. Um but it's just like you don't
there are enemies in Mario 64 that you can just run past and don't have to deal with. The snowmen on both ice levels. You never need
if you're,
to.
if you're doing 100 coin on them, they're
They're
very useful.
they are useful, but you don't need to go there. Like you don't. They only have 3 coins each.
I thought they have blue coin.
No,
Oh,
no. The eyes on the ghost level have blue coins.
right. But there's enough snowmen that the 3 blue coins for each one adds up.
3 yellow coins.
Or 3
No,
yellow coins. Sorry.
no, because Cool Mountain only has 1 snowman on it.
No, it has more than one, doesn't it?
It has 1 snowman on the ramp down to where the
On like the right from where you start, or like the end of the speedrun blue or red coin hunt.
sure, I above the penguin looking for a child. There's that ramp there. That's
Oh, sorry, you're talking.
I'm talking the small
Completely
snowman.
You're talking Cool Mountain. I was thinking of the other snow map.
Oh, Snowman Land or whatever it is. Yeah, there are. I want to say
one with
I want to
the-
say 3 snowmen on that level,
The
but
one
yeah,
with the ice bully that you.
yeah, yeah. So there are like 3 snowmen on that level.
Yeah, and that one they give coins, and
there are enough coins
you
on that
might
level.
need those, right? For
Yeah,
the 100 coins.
sure, yeah, but
But the ducks, from what I've seen, I mean, I haven't tried to. I don't
you
know if you can kill them and get coins out of them.
I don't know that you need to, but you may need to use them in the future.
Okay.
On futures. Have you done all 7 on that level or the first 7?
Done the 7, yes.
Okay, then it might be in the later ones, or I might be misremembering, but I might be confusing them with the Chuckies.
There seems like things in that game that it's like they exist only to say, hey, look at this thing that you don't actually need to interact with at all in this game.
That's not so. It's not. Hey, look at this thing you don't need to interact with. It's hey, there are these cool enemies that we thought up of new ones, and
I'm not a fan of introducing new enemies into a game, especially a game of like a series like Mario that they come out with a bunch of games and they say, "Hey, there's this new enemy. You haven't seen this before in any Mario game up to this point, and there's been quite a few."
Mhm.
And then you could just run past them. You don't need to interact at all with them. Like,
I feel like every single Mario game since Mario 2 has had those type of enemies.
does it though?
Mario 3 had thwimps, which are
What's a whip?
it's a thwomp but smaller. No, sorry. Mario World had thwimps. It's a thwomp but smaller.
But you had to run past those, right?
You have to run past the ducks.
And not get hit by them. I guess so.
It's the same thing. It's just easier to get past an enemy in a 3D world than a 2D world.
I guess so. It's just like it's such a interesting enemy design that they just like, nah, it doesn't actually matter.
So Mario series has a thing where they will introduce an enemy and it'll be a cool, interesting enemy that you'll see once in one game and never again.
I feel like
Yoshi's
super poor design though.
Yoshi's Island had like a dozen brand new enemies that showed up in one level and nowhere else in the game. On the box art, the blue, the large blue like goop enemy, or not goop, but liquid-ish enemy, he only appears in one level. He's on the box art of the game. He only appears in one level.
Huh.
Super Mario 3 has Karibo's shoe, the Goomba in the big shoe, only on one level.
I'm looking right now at Mario 64 enemies.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like I didn't even know this thing had a name. The Bomp. B-O-M-P?
Hold on, let me look. Mario 64 enemy. I'm gonna pull this up on stream.
Okay.
Where are you looking on Mario Wiki?
I just Googled it. I can send you a link.
Mario.fandom.com.
Super Mario 64 official.fandom.com. I'm sending you in Discord. What am I?
All right, let's okay, how do I I'm going to go to a different screen real fast so that I can play around with. Go to back to here, use this screen capture, get rid of the game capture, and let's.
Oh, I didn't know that guy had a name.
Hold on, let me need to unlock it and bring this down a little bit. There we go. And then I can.
You're on your face, by the way.
Yep, I know. Oops, it didn't save the
faded.
thing. Hi. Why didn't
This
it?
is fine. It's fine. Just scroll down.
I wanted to do that. Okay.
I don't see any difference.
I get
So
rid
if
of
you
the
scroll down
toolbars
on
up top.
this, I'm
Okay.
looking through, like,
So
the
we
enemies,
got
right? Scroll down. Don't look at the pictures.
Okay.
That's just like the big
so Amp, the little electric guy that goes around.
yeah, he's in the Bowser worlds. Like,
He's also
definitely in your way.
He's also
Definitely-
in what is it? Oh, is this not the guy that grows and I don't know, but there's
No, it's the one in the Bowser stage. Definitely in the first.
Oh,
Bowser
just
that, like,
around
spins
the crystals?
crystal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that these were also the guys that grow and come at you in the pyramid and one other place.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Near the top of when you're inside the pyramid,
Uh-huh.
near the top, as you're running along, there will be enemies that kind of spawn and just come straight at you.
I think they are amps.
Okay, and
I
then
think they
they're
spin.
also in TikTok clock.
I will take your word for that.
Yeah, they're like near the top of the TikTok clock again. There's one
So
around
in the
a
game,
pole that you climb.
you definitely can just run past them, but like they were kind of annoying in the Bowser levels. Like,
Yeah.
definitely like
Yeah,
like,
so
you know
so
exactly
like
what they are.
Klepto
Like,
the
they're not interesting enemies, right? They're
Klepto
just little metal balls that electrocute you.
Yeah, Klepto the Condor is a great example of an enemy that they created for a purpose. You have to get the star from them, and then they'll try to steal your hat. So that's one that you have to interact with. What the hell's a bomb?
Right. And it's just interesting enemy. You know, it'll come at you. It circles around specific locations. Yeah, but I was looking at the bomb, which you just pulled up.
Yeah.
Didn't know that thing had a name.
Yeah, well, it has eyes, so it has a name.
But even that, it's like, okay, this is part of the wall that pushes you off in specific spots.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh. They didn't need to give it eyes and give it a name. It could have just been part of the level.
Yeah, it could have just been.
But
the wall that pushes you off.
They gave it eyes so that you could tell that that's part of the wall that came out at you.
Right.
So that
But
makes
I feel
sense.
Like then the ducks, which they added, there's what 3 bombs in the level, and it's only in the Whomp's Fortress. Is that true?
Yes, that sounds right.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I like how the thumbnail for it is Mario.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
not a big enemy, technically named, but like, I don't know where they even named it. Do you remember a name in the game at all?
No, the game doesn't have names in it. It has names for Mr. I is named.
So it's just like a wall that pushes you off.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you have these ducks where it's like there's like 50 ducks on the beach. There's red and blue ones. There's a shine that you have to knock some off the solar panels because they're messing it up.
Oh, this tells you what locations. Okay.
And you just like, you can just ignore them.
Monty Mole appears in 2 areas, Hazy Maze Cave and Tall Mountain.
So Monty Mole, I actually just found out recently. Completely didn't know this. In Mario 64, Monty Mole, there is at least one in Hazy Maze Cave.
Yeah.
In the maze.
There are, I want to say 5.
I only know of one because I watched.
There's a group of 2 sitting on an area and a group of 3 sitting on an area. And they're also in the green. No, they're not in the green cap area.
So I don't know if you know who Simply is, but he's a
Is that
Mario
speedrunner?
64, yeah,
Yeah,
speedrunner.
I've heard of him. I haven't watched any of their
He's had the
streams.
record before. He currently doesn't have the record. He's still like top 5. He's still, much better at the game than we will ever think of being, right? He recently found out he remember that Mario 64 guidebook that we had?
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he got his hands on one and he was going through it on stream. And in the book, um, Monty came up in Hazy Maze Cave. If you when you kill Monty, he like will respawn and you can keep killing him. If you kill Monty 8 times, he gives you a 1 up.
In
Didn't know that.
No, I
In
didn't
Hazy
know.
Maze Cave. Yeah, if you killed the same Monty 8 times, he'll just keep respawning like forever. If you kill him 8 times, he gives you a 1 up.
So here are a few enemies that you don't need to encounter, or you can kind of bypass them easily. Flying chair from the ghost level. It's just a chair that gets up and then flies at you, and you dodge it once, and that's it.
True, and they
And
like
it's and it's
suicide and
and
kill
it's
themselves.
it's it's only one in one location.
I thought there was multiple.
I thought there. Oh, right, there are two in that room, I think, but it's only in that one room. An enemy that's not in this list, the piano. Um,
Yeah, but you could,
you do need to go to the piano because there's a red coin back there.
but if you look at the level like big picture,
Mhm.
um, you could say that, the flying chair itself is not an enemy, the piano itself is not an enemy. Those are boos.
They're absolutely not boos.
Why not?
You can't kill them with a ground pound. They don't give you a blue coin, and they will move. They will fly at you when you're facing them.
Yeah, but the whole
They,
level's based around it's a haunted mansion with boos all over and
yeah, and
you know,
the bookends have names because they're actual enemies, and
yeah, but there's probably an argument you could say that they're
yeah,
all actually boos.
they're sure. I guess that's an argument you could make. It's wrong, but it's an argument you could make. Other enemies that appear once. Spindle appears once. Grindel appears twice. They both appear in the
Um,
pyramid level.
Stream's just a little delayed. I'm seeing them now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, Spindle is once in that level, and Grindel is twice in that level.
I guess you're right. Spindle could have just been like rolling rocks, like just
So
like
yeah,
the
some
boulders in Hazy Maze.
yeah, but instead
Um,
they made it an enemy that rolls back and forth.
yeah, that's fair. And the cube guy, I don't remember what his name was.
Grindel. Yeah,
Yeah, the,
there are two of those
what
that
is
appear
it?
in the level.
I would argue that he is also a poor enemy design.
You do
You need to
you
get past
you
one of them to get 1 star.
you need to pass both Grindels and a Spindle to get up to the top.
Is it 2 Grindles?
Yes.
Are you sure?
There's if you're following the path, you have to run under Grindel. This is on the base floor of the pyramid. You run around under Grindel, up the stairs, and then on top of the Grindel to keep going.
I thought there was only one. But
And then later in the level, there's a Grindel that's jumping back and forth that you need to all the way near the top, jumping back and forth that you
so
need to dodge.
I would agree that Grindel is still a poor enemy design, but he is an obstacle in a specific path you must go through.
Yes, absolutely.
The ducks.
They're on the beach that you start off. You start like on something in the water,
The
right?
beach is very large, very wide. Like there's a lot of beach, and you only need to just run through it once, like in any spot. The
Um.
Grindel takes up the entirety
Okay.
of the path that you need to go through.
Um. What's the name of Gelato Beach?
I think something like that. Maybe I was just hungry when I was playing it. I think it's Gelato Beach. Those ducks, I see them.
So
The
there
third
there
picture.
are stars that you have to mess around with these trees and the platforms and everything.
No, there's not.
It's probably not in the first 7, but there are
Not
shines.
in the first 7, which are required to beat the game. Which means you can beat the game and
Oh,
completely ignore the
hey,
ducks.
Glass, you can beat the entire game Mario 64 without ever stepping foot in any one of those levels. Well, not the first level, but like you don't need to go to Shifting Sandland at all. So what's the point of any of the enemies there?
I mean, you can beat it speedrun strats without entering there.
You only need 70 stars to get up the staircase.
Can you get 70 stars without?
Absolutely. Each level has 15 stars in, sorry, there are
Yeah, it's
15
seven.
levels. Each level has
Correct.
7 stars in it. Plus
7
plus the
plus
15 bonus stars.
1, 2,
So
3,
you only need to
4.
go into 10 levels. If you get 7 in 10 levels or 7 in 9 levels and all 15
Well, it's in the
bonus stars.
basement, so you need. Yeah, you could definitely. 'Cause
Yeah, you need
16.
I've beaten the game multiple times
No, it's
without stepping.
30. It's 30 to get in the Bowser door, right?
There are 31 upstairs. On the
No,
first floor.
the second Bowser door, you need
Yeah.
30 to get in.
Yeah.
As the game intends, right?
I typically am able to open the second Bowser door before beating Bowser the first time when I'm going for a whole 120. Because there are 5 levels
so I
upstairs.
guess you're right. You don't have to go into that level. You're right.
Yeah. You don't have to go into any of the basement levels.
But you do have to go into Gelato Beach. It's a requirement, as intended, to beat the game.
I mean, I see like so you start over here and you run over and there are these ducks right in the way right here and they're not.
Yeah, and you just up run straight through.
Yeah.
And that's it. Or you run to the left or you run to the right and just completely ignore them. It's like they had a beach and they're like, we need to put something on the beach. So let's just put these dumb ducks that you don't actually interact with. There is a start.
The watermelon isn't in the first 7, is it?
No, it is not. The
Okay.
watermelon, I think, is 8. And it's at the top, and you bring it to this picture I'm looking at, you bring it to the left.
Yes.
I did not do that shine because I couldn't figure it out. The one shine
so the
that
ducks
you
are
do on the beach is the ducks are all gone. And there's this big Wriggler, is that his name? The big like caterpillar guy?
Wiggler, yes.
Wiggler. And you have to kill him with the things that you shoot the water at the little like plants and it pops up like a big sandcastle thing.
Have you done the mirror thing? Have you done the mirrors yet?
Yes, that is a requirement, but you can run right past the beach to do that.
Okay. I remember having problems with the ducks at that point.
Yeah, because the ducks, you can see on this picture, the ducks are on the 3 solar panel things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just ground pound the opposite side of them.
Yeah, so like okay.
So that's the interaction. It's the ducks on the solar panels. The ducks on the beach, still no use for them. Which means
I mean, they're like the Goombas in Bob-omb Battlefield, the ones that you can just run past because they don't matter.
That's true, but Goombas are ones that they brought back from Mario 1
and
saying, hey, look, new Mario game,
and
Goombas are in the first level.
And this is a beach setting, a beach game. They wanted to not just reuse Goombas.
But are the ducks in any other game?
I think they're in one. They might be in one of the galaxies. I don't remember. Mario Sunshine Ducks.
I'm also googling at the same time. They actually
Cataquack and Pungalo.
They are only in Mario Sunshine. Sorry?
This says first appear. They're also in Galaxy and the Mario Kart series.
Yes, they are in Mario Kart. Okay.
They're in Galaxy.
Spin-off, are they?
Yes.
I haven't played Galaxy.
You should stop playing Sunshine and play the other great game in that collection.
But I'm just like, they introduced these ducks for no reason whatsoever. You don't need to interact with them and then move on to the next level. Like we're just
No, it's fine. Dude, they're just enemies.
we're just wasting time on these enemies.
Hold on. Are you paying the salaries of people who work at Nintendo 20 years ago?
No,
Then
absolutely
then
not.
what the hell do you care how long they spent making enemies?
That's true. I just feel like if you're going to create a game and you're going to make enemies, either bring back old enemies for the nostalgia, like, hey, look, this guy's back,
Glass, they
or
they made memorable enemies that yes, you don't need to interact with them, but you don't need to
I bet
interact with
you
everything.
ask your random Mario fan who's played all the Mario games and these cataquacks, like, nobody
No,
cares.
nobody's gonna know their name, but people will remember the ducks from Mario
Yeah,
Sunshine.
they're the dumb duck from that one level
Uh huh.
of the one Mario game that didn't appear anywhere else that nobody cares about because you just could ignore them.
I mean, if you weren't,
What a poor choice of enemies in a game.
hey, Glass. Let's say you bought Mario Sunshine and you're a preteen to teenager, and you're running
Uh-huh.
around of adventure video game for one of the
Uh-huh.
first times, and you
That's
don't
me
and
feeling it.
yeah, and you don't really pay too much attention to the shine names, and you don't know where to go for them, so you're exploring these levels, and these ducks are all over the place.
True,
So,
true.
so you go toward the ducks and try and figure out what they are, and are they an enemy? Can you kill them? What do they do? Oh, now I'm being flown in the air. Like they're there for the experience of people exploring and finding them, and interacting with them,
I guess I
which,
just feel
which
like
is everything in these games. Every
I,
single thing in these games exists so that you can interact with it in some way. And
I
yes, you
guess
don't have to, but that's like
I just feel like the memorable enemies in Mario 64 or any Mario game are the ones that you needed to interact with at some level. Like even in the pyramid level, you have the
so.
guy with the eye on his hands.
I rock,
Like
yeah. The
yeah,
you remember him because he's a boss.
yeah. Like you only ever see him once. He
Mhm.
is a fairly easy boss, but you remember him because you needed
Uh,
to interact. I remember him. You needed to interact with him in order to get the 1 star. These ducks,
the
you
the
never
the
need to interact
the
with.
1 star that you don't even need to get, and that you might not be able to. So
I guess so. You don't need to get it, but it was still a star, and these ducks
yeah,
don't have any purpose.
I was fairly sure that you needed to use them to get 1 shine in that game.
I'm pretty sure you don't because I've gotten 7 and the 8th one is the watermelon. Um and I think it might be 8 and 100 coin. I'm not sure if there's 8 or 9 actually. Also, hi chat. My fiance texted me and she
You
just said,
you can get a coin by jumping on a cataquack, by the way.
"Okay, don't care." She just said, "Are you legit ranting about ducks for 20 minutes
Uh huh.
now?"
Absolutely.
And
Hey,
I just responded, "Mario ducks."
it's been more than 20 minutes.
I'm looking through these the Mario 64, even like the heave ho,
You need to use
right?
cataquacks to get a blue coin. You need to get two different blue coins. So if you're going for blue coin stars, you need two cataquacks on 2 different episodes.
Okay, maybe I just haven't played enough, but I'm like
Yeah, because
50
you're not
shines.
trying to 100% it, so you're not going for all the blue coins,
I
and
was
you're
at the start, but I'm like 50 shines into it now, and I'm just like, I'm done with Gelato Beach. I did all the shines I need to there, and I'm just like, who cares? Like these enemies, you completely ignore.
mhm,
They don't matter.
mhm.
They don't give you anything that's actually worth it. They're just there and they're annoying, and you just ignore them, and you're good to go, and you move on with your life.
Cataquacks can also appear in Sirena Beach during episode 5.
What, can you click that so I can see what the level is?
Oh, it's the casino hotel.
No, they're not.
Yeah, if King Boo spins 3 question marks on the slot machines, he may spit out 2 blue
Oh,
cataquacks that will
get out
disappear
of
after a
here.
short time. I'm reading this right from the wiki.
Get out of here. They don't matter.
Uh,
This is
subs-
a this is an enemy they created specifically for Mario Sunshine that serves no purpose,
they serve
is
purpose.
not memorable,
They fling
is
you up in the air.
annoying.
They fling you up in the air and they annoy the hell out of you. That is their purpose.
Let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
If they were a Goomba, just a normal Goomba that hits you, you take 1 point of damage instead.
If they were a normal Goomba, I wouldn't remember the Gelato Beach level at all.
Right. So if they were a normal Goomba, the level itself would be no different.
No, you misunderstood me. I remember Gelato Beach because of these ducks. There is nothing else.
know?
Yes, there is. When you were talking about that you're playing through Sunshine, like the memories of things flash through my head, and this level with these ducks
I mean, also,
is one of
to
the
be
things.
fair,
It's one of the things that came up. If those ducks were not there, there's nothing memorable about the level. I wouldn't have remembered that this level existed.
that's also, to be fair, another issue with Mario Sunshine is the level Gelato Beach itself
Is not
is
memorable.
so small, so boring, so unmemorable.
It's so
Nobody cares about.
it's larger than it looks because there's all of that grass area up top that's just only there.
Mm,
It's only there
No,
to be annoying.
even that. I just ran around with the Shadow Mario in it,
Uh-huh.
and it's like not good.
Go, like give me where's the
Like it's
Gelato Beach?
tiny. It's noticeably tiny for a Mario level. Like I feel like it's smaller than any Mario 64 levels. And we're talking next console, updated graphics, updated,
Gelato Beach.
ability and for making a game and stuff.
Can
And
you
it's just
can you not go all the way up here?
no, on the right
Yeah,
there, the
here
top
this
right.
is a path up here.
No. No, that path, you see the path in the middle? The
Oh, is that the wall down there?
path? Yeah, that's the wall.
Okay. That area, I remember that area being
And
larger than it is
there's
then.
not much on the right of what's cut off here.
No,
and
yeah,
on the left,
the right ends there. There's a little area for you to jump up.
on the
On
left,
the left is like a
there's
beach, a
you see
little
the
hut there for the
little
watermelon.
pier to the hut,
Yeah.
and then like behind the camera, there's like a swing set and like a tiny little island, and then there's the red coin star in the coral reef, like off camera there,
Oh yeah,
which is just
here's the level.
yeah.
All of this grass area up here. Yeah, it's a single path, but there's all of this area that you can fall down this grass.
But you don't use any of it. It's all dead space. It's a steep hill. You can't really do anything on. The only thing I've seen is you have to roll the watermelon down somehow.
Give me an overhead area of this map.
I mean, you see the right
All right.
side. There's a Reddit.
Oh God, why did I click that? Okay, so
I'm looking at it, and if you look, is that the whole level? Yeah. Every aspect of this map seems to have some kind of purpose.
I disagree.
What's not used?
I just circled a blue area of this map that you never ever go to.
There's Goomba on the red, or sorry,
I'm talking about on ground. This is on ground level, not where the island is, because I also happen to sit where the island.
Right, of course, the
Yeah.
island is
Yeah.
definitely purposeful.
Yep.
The green mountain on the left there, in the blue circle that
There
you
are
made,
there are 3 Goombas there.
there's a red coin on top of it.
You're right. Yes. Okay.
So you got to cut that smaller now.
Yeah. So you do have to go over there just for
Right.
that one red coin.
Right.
But for
So
no
it's
real.
it's a pretty small area. Right.
Yeah.
Everything else, you have the whole like cutout part. There's enemies. There's rolling rocks. There's red coin. There's the
Yeah.
gate that you have to open up for
Yep.
1-up.
You're right.
There's on the south side, there's the 4 pillars that you spin around that you need for the 100 coins. There's the red
What
coin
what
star.
is
On the bottom left of it, there's the cannon, there's the grass patch. Like there's every part of it has sorry, I'd say 95% of it has some purpose to the level. Is that interesting?
this
Oh,
is in
um,
Odyssey, it looks like.
is
The the
it's not
hint
in the Toad specific game?
No, this is, I believe this is the hint toad from Odyssey. This is on the Nintendo Switch subreddit. So from 4 years ago, which lines up with when Odyssey came out.
So I'll say,
That's
it's a
that's that's a
super
that's a cool little Easter egg I never noticed.
yeah, it's a super small level, right? You can definitely see the cliffs on the sides.
Yeah.
Like very small level, but it seems like every
Yeah.
spot on it has a purpose or something to do.
Um
And then they add the island above, which is more stuff to do.
so you could argue that the center of this map has nothing in it.
The rolling rocks down
So there's the ice
the
air,
ramp.
the ramp that you can't climb up.
Okay, so you have the chain chomp star is under that.
It's above it, but yeah.
No, it's not. It's under the white cliff.
Hold on.
It's in the cage.
The hell did something? Why do I never remember where I put that? The cage area is like that. It's very small.
Right, but it's still under there,
This
right?
whole area
And you have the rocks that come down that cliff into the bottom part.
into this bottom part that you never need to go into.
And does Koopa run up that cliff?
Yes, Koopa runs up the cliff.
Okay, so Koopa runs up that cliff. If you're
Yeah,
an expert
Koopa
like
Koopa
me,
goes over down here,
right?
then
And if
jumps
you're
off the bridge and runs up the cliff because he's a
if you're
dirty
an
cheater.
expert like me, you can get up that cliff too, right?
You can get,
Um,
if you're like holding A and B or kicking or something or whatever.
like speedrunner strats, whatever. But like,
There's no reason
so
to
there
climb that
are
cliff.
like it's a little bit of a dead area, but there are some purposes
Yeah,
to that.
a lot of the areas in every Mario 3D game is there for exploration. They might put something there because it gives you a reason to explore that space.
Right. And now I'm thinking like the first level of Sunshine. I don't remember the name of it. It's the one that's got like the town on one side, it's got the lake on the other side. There's a wall in the middle. Um, it's the one you jump into the statue. Um, you may want to put Mario Sunshine.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so Bianco Hills.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. So on the left there, you have the whole town. That's where your red coins are.
Yeah, there are
On
like
the right side,
three shines that end up in that town or
I think
something
there's that one,
because you're
and then
fighting a
there's
thing.
that, and then if you go on the top left, you have to climb up there to hit the piranha plant to activate him, who then wanders around the town, and you have to kill him there. And then on the outside of the wall, I'll say,
Hold on.
um,
So you can't get here because you slide down here.
you're a little late. Yeah, that's out of bounds.
Yep. You slide down here, you run around this town, get up a bunch of shines there. There's one shine back here.
Where? Well,
Uh,
that's you activate the piranha, who then rampages the town, and you have to kill him.
is that two different or that's one shine? I thought that was two different shines.
That's one shine.
Okay.
I think that's how you activate him.
You can clean up the goop here. There's fun stuff around here. You can jump around these platforms here to
On the far
get
right,
places.
up those cliffs on the far right.
That's
That's where you enter
the bonus or
one of
the
the bonus levels.
yep.
On the backside behind the tower, that's another bonus level. I say bonus level, it's a different
Yeah.
it's a loading thing.
So I'm going to change to
Um,
red here because I'm not sure that you do anything in this area.
um if you're doing 100 coins, you have I don't know about have to. I don't know exactly where all the coins are.
There might be a
But
blue coin
100
over there or something.
100 coins, there are flowers there which give you a significant amount of coins that you probably need. And also, that's how you're supposed to climb up to go to the right side to get up, like, to that stuff.
I thought you follow the blue path I drew, where you go along the top of these things or the top of these things to get up there.
You
Is
don't
that not?
have to go that way.
Oh, it's just another
I
path up there.
think you
Okay.
can go around the right also.
Okay.
But if you see your lines, like,
Yeah.
we're using, you know, most of the map at least.
So they
I
weren't
think
when
so I
they
think
were
the
doing
outside
this
of
when they were doing this level design, they weren't as limited by space concerns. If we go back to Babam Battlefield, that was a square map and they used every
right.
part of that square. There were
But
no
looking
out of bounds areas.
but looking at this map,
Mhm,
right? You have the outside of the wall, the right side.
mhm.
There's a ton of stuff. A ton of stuff you have to do. You have to interact with. Everything there seems to have some kind of meaning. The left side with the town,
Mhm.
you have like the red coins and the piranha
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, yeah.
That's definitely the
But
more boring side of
but
the wall.
they added a bunch of hills to make areas out of bounds that because they weren't limited by how large a map could be. They just
Right.
made the map extremely large. I'd argue that the area you start in on this level before the slide, there's no reason for it.
I'd agree with that.
They could
But
dump you in the middle of town.
I agree with that. But it's also really not that big. And it's
Yeah.
like the first level, like, hey,
So
run into it. It's like figure out your movement going in.
I actually want to see, can I get a Bianco Hills overhead map? Because I want to see how much area that. Here's a TF2 map of Bianco Hills. What?
The third or
Oh
fourth one.
no, this is an actual. Okay.
No. If you go back to the
The
fourth
fourth one.
image,
Okay.
it's not great, but it's
Okay, great. So this demonstrates pretty much what I'm talking about.
right. So that
Uh,
little entryway.
if this map was made in Mario 64 instead of in
Uh-huh.
Mario Sunshine, they wouldn't have anything south of this line. They'd cut this off right here. They'd probably cut this off here, and
Which
they
it basically is.
and
The
they
right side.
they would probably shrink this down a lot, maybe here, and then like curve this over like that or something to use more of this space because they're not using any of this.
So
So the,
let me
and
let me fill
then
in.
and then suddenly you're using all of the map and everything is useful.
So let me fill in, right?
Mhm.
On the right side above the tower, there is an
I'm
entryway
gonna
to one of those like bonus
uh-huh,
levels.
yeah, absolutely.
So
But
that part would be there. That
I,
wouldn't get cut
I'm
off.
I'm not saying they would cut it off. I'm saying they would shrink it down. Because
Maybe.
if you're using Mario 64 level constraints, then you
Uh,
need to fit all of this stuff you're interacting with into a smaller space.
the left side, that little island in the lake, that's where you shoot the piranha and activate him.
Yep.
Um,
And they would probably redesign that.
anything behind him doesn't matter. You can't get to it.
Yeah. So I'm saying they would probably redesign that lake so that you'd be shooting off to the side or something
Right.
so they could, cram it into more space and then suddenly you have a square map where you're using every square foot of
Right.
space.
But all of the shines in the level are within those borders that you outlined, except the one which was a little north on the right side.
So what I'm saying is they don't need any of outside this line. And the reason why Mario 64 seems like they're using every part of the level and everything is interesting is because of that restriction they had that they couldn't make levels gigantic. I mean, they made
Right.
some larger than others, but there was still a limit as to how large
Right.
they can make a level.
But I would argue Bianco Hills, even though some of the shines are kind of boring because maybe it's the first level, maybe it's just poor design. Bianco Hills is a decent map. Most of the map has a purpose. It's used,
Sure, absolutely.
except the little, entryway area. But you could even argue, that's where you learn how to um, do the sliding dive on water, where if you dive onto a wet spot, it slings you forward, right?
Sure, yeah.
If you look at Gelato Beach, I'll wait for you to load it up. I'm a little slow.
Oh, that map is so tiny.
Yeah.
No, I mean
that
the
just
the the
itself.
the image itself is tiny. This is sure.
Good enough. Okay. So, well, let me know when you're
Yep. So
okay. So the grass area on the bottom side, on the south side now.
so your wall is like here. You don't need anything outside of
Right.
this.
But the grass area between the path and the first beach then on the south side.
Okay, so the one you're talking about are you talking about this here, the red?
Give me a second. Streamers. Yeah. All the way to the left. So that is a steep hill that
That serves exactly the same purpose as the White Hill in Bob-omb Battlefield. It's something that you can slide down when you've made a mistake.
okay, fair. I'll give you that. We'll keep that hill, right? What about the entire beach?
Is there anything on this island all the way to the north?
So off that island, there is a swing that gives you a blue coin.
Okay.
A
And
single blue coin.
then the red coins are out here in the reefs.
The red coins are in the reefs,
Okay.
which is a clearly
So then our map boundary.
afterthought part of the map that they said we need to put red coins somewhere. Let's add this in. And the red coins on this level are actually garbage. They just float with the fish and swim into the coral reef, so you can't get them anyway.
They follow a set path. Figure out what. Just watch where they are and sit there for 5
Red coins
minutes.
should never be in. Never. I should never have to wait around for a red coin.
They were hidden in Mario 64 all the time, inside boxes and whatnot.
Okay, but you could break the box at any time and get the coin.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
didn't have to wait around for it to show up. And then the fish swim either at the same speed or slightly faster than you. So good luck catching up.
Okay, so that's about the size of the level that gets used.
Right.
Um,
Take out
and
that red hill.
Yep, and you're saying I'm now drawing in black here. You're saying all of this wouldn't be used?
That's where all the ducks are.
Yep. And you're saying
that's used in one shine, the
Mhm.
Wiggler shine. And I feel like you could have done something better.
You
could have taken
you
you have
probably
the
could.
green hill and the beach, both of which are really not that great, not that important. You're looking at maybe half the map. If you include the water part of the map,
Mhm.
that most of it's not used anyway, you're looking at definitely half the map, and then you have the hills on the outside.
So you're
Like,
also
that's
saying like, okay, so you don't use anything like that. So this whole shaded area.
the one little island you might use for something, but yeah, most of that, the peninsula that goes out from in the middle there, that's where like you spawn.
Yep,
So
I know
maybe
that.
that's
But you could spawn somewhere else. It's the same argument
right.
I had about
Maybe
Bianco
that's
Hills.
okay. So you have that whole black shaded area
Mhm.
and the red hill area, which you didn't even go all the way to the sides on it, right?
Yeah.
Um,
So here's the thing. You have this much space to play around with. You want to build a beach level. Are you going to do that with a crappy beach?
no, of course not.
No.
Absolutely not.
So you're going to build a giant beach. What are typical features on a beach?
Absolutely. I completely agree. You want to build the beach level? I think a Mario game
Uh-huh.
should have a beach level. It's
Yep.
a great idea.
Absolutely.
You have land, you have water, you have sand, you have a whole lot of options. And they just took it and added these stupid ducks all over the place that serve no freaking purpose.
So
except
would you rather
just
have
in the way.
have had an empty beach?
No, I would rather have something meaningful on the beach. I would rather take the green hill area and cut that down so you don't have as much dead space,
W-
or take part of the beach and cut that down, but
Okay.
you're making a beach level, so I'd say get rid of the hill, right?
So I'm thinking real life. What's at a beach? Nothing.
You want to talk Mario and compare to real life? Get out of here. You know?
Mario is on vacation at Delfino Island.
Uh-huh.
He is on a tropical vacation where he's been arrested and tried for crimes of someone else, but whatever.
Crimes against humanity.
Yeah,
Got it.
not crimes against humanity, crimes against the environment.
Pretty much, but
They wanted to make levels for this tropical resort. So
100% agree.
so there's going to be a beach with natural wildlife.
Nothing you're saying is untrue right now.
Why?
My issue is you have a very large beach and a lot of water that is unused.
Mhm.
And then you have this giant hill on the map, also unused. So my issue is you have this tiny little like town in the middle.
Mhm.
You have things on the right, this beach house and this coral reef, even though the red coins are garbage.
I'm going to
and
start
everybody
erasing
would
stuff.
agree with that.
Actually, I'm just going to.
Right?
So
The usable part of the map.
I'm going to circle all of the parts that are used. You've got this area for the reef for the red coins. You've got this area for delivering the watermelon. You've got this the beach with the island with the 2 palm trees on it because there's something out there.
You could argue that you can get rid of that and move the 2 blue coins somewhere.
No. I'm just circling the areas that there are useful things. And then you've got
the whole middle, the whole
middle here. Stuff. Like that, and then you've also got this up here, and you also have the ramps and everything. So, is there? And then there's like a blue coin over here and a blue coin over here, probably.
I don't care about. There's so many blue coins.
Yeah.
Cares, right?
So
move them somewhere.
What I have here circled is approximately plus or minus the quote unquote used parts of the level, right?
From what I remember, yes.
Okay, so
the beach is technically used for the 1 shine, but in the rest of it, I think it's useless.
If they crammed this all together into a nice compact thing, it would be tiny, but it wouldn't feel like a tropical beach.
Right. So what I would do, ready? You take the green hill on the bottom.
Armchair designer. Yep.
You get rid of it. Not useful. Make it a cliff face.
So when you're rolling the watermelon down, where do you go?
I haven't finished the watermelon shine, but you could make a path towards the right on the top of the cliff.
You don't.
So you have a cliff.
You don't.
That the beach.
You don't follow the path. You run down the hill with the watermelon. Because the watermelon is unwieldy and you end up falling down the hill.
You could change that and have it go down a right path.
No. You attempt to bring it down the path because that is quote the right way.
Yeah, you bring it down the cliff and it dies from like other stuff in the way.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I would do, ready? You take the beach.
Mm-hmm.
You're on a tropical island. There's a nice beach. This is a great level design. We're going to make a beach level. Great idea. You take the beach, you extend it all the way and make a cliff. The beach goes straight up to a cliff where on the top you have like that watermelon and stuff on the bottom there. You take the little 1 or 2 hut town, you can make that a little bigger. Oh. Are you loading something in Mario Odyssey? I'm a little behind on stream, so. Am I just explaining a Mario Odyssey level? Is that what this is?
Yes.
So they fixed it in Mario Odyssey. Great.
So you've got it's a lot of swimming on this level.
No, I don't like that. I'm not talking about it.
Hold on. You're talking about the south part here.
Kind of.
Where you have
that bottom middle part?
You have a long this is a long beach.
No, you don't need a Long Beach. I'm not talking Long Beach.
But this beach is right up against a cliff face.
Uh-huh.
So you're
Just like a lot of beaches are in the world.
sure, yeah, absolutely. Probably not ones on little tropical islands, but um
Maybe. Um,
I don't know. I've
so
I've forgotten what the point I was trying to make was,
if you go
other
back
than
to
you're
the other map,
describing. Yeah. Nope. There it
waiting
is.
for stream.
I had to
Right.
find it.
Nope. Yeah. So you get rid of the hill, you make it a cliff. You extend the beach from where the current beach is all the way down to the cliff. All of a sudden, you've got a massive, super nice tropical beach.
So you're saying like a cliff there and extend the beach to the left and right?
A cliff about there, we'll say. No, not to the left and right. We have limitations in this game. It's only on the GameCube. Extend the beach down farther so that grass and stuff doesn't exist. It's beach until you get to the
Okay.
cliff.
I see what you're saying. So you're saying get rid of maybe not get rid of the town, I'm not sure.
No, keep the town. I like
Okay.
the town idea.
So then your cliff is like here.
You see where the path is that goes around,
And
the bottom
everything north of this
Yeah.
cliff is beach.
On the left side, I don't like that. You should follow the path more. But
Okay.
on the right side, absolutely. You have the beach go. Yep. You have the beach go all the way to that. That's all beach with a cliff on top. You
Okay.
have a path on top of the cliff that you can use for the watermelon. You can make slight changes. It's fine. We're making big changes. You take this town that has like one building in the middle and 3 solar panels. Maybe make tiny bit, a couple more huts, whatever, a larger beach, and you put meaningful things on the beach. Put things that matter. Don't put stupid ducks that you just ignore the entire game because they're just in your way. And put things that you could use to get a shine. Use the ducks that you have to use them, like the heave hose in Mario 64 that you have to use in wet dry
What
yeah
Dry
wet
World?
dry world,
Yep.
that you have to use to get up the cliffs. Put enemies that have some kind of purpose, or put enemies from older Mario games that at least have a nostalgia factor. Don't introduce a new enemy that also serves no purpose and then you're
It's
never going to use again.
so what enemy do you put on the beach?
I'm not the designer. I don't know. You got to
You sure sound like a designer right now.
You got to come up with something that has some kind of
They
purposeful meaning.
They came up with a memorable enemy that has a purpose. It annoys you. It does not just run straight at you and attempt to kill you. It throws you up into the air, which is something that is.
So I'm going to be honest. In my playthrough, I maybe got hit by 1 or 2 of them.
Congrats! You're a good player, and you're not a preteen to teen who's exploring the game.
Fair. I exist. But as a player of the game, I'm more annoyed that they exist and serve no purpose.
They're enemies.
Enemies in the game have a purpose.
You avoid them.
They block you from certain things.
Mhm.
They are needed to get to certain areas.
Mhm.
They just seem to be there because they needed to put something there.
I would argue that the Goombas in Bob-omb Battlefield are just there first for nostalgia factor and second just to be there.
Yes, that first part is very significant. It's a brand new Mario game. In the first level, they're saying, remember these Goomba guys from the first game that we had? And in every Mario game, remember these Goombas? They're still here. It's still a Mario game.
Are there Goombas in Mario Sunshine? I'm trying to remember now.
I don't remember. I don't think so. But these aren't it.
Mario
Because
Sunshine
this is like the 5th
enemies.
level.
No, I know.
Like, if it was in the first level, Gelato Beach. Are there Goombas in Gelato Beach?
There can't only be 23 enemies in Super Mario Sunshine. That's wrong. This list is wrong.
Maybe. I don't know if there are Goombas there.
Goomba's not on this list, but I also think that this list doesn't have all the enemies.
I don't remember any Goombas there. Now that I'm thinking about it, of what I've played.
Maybe that's why it's the worst Mario game.
Maybe.
Um,
If you're gonna put Goombas in, if you're gonna put an enemy that really serves no purpose, they give you like a coin, who cares? They're just kind of like
I
dumb.
mean, the
You put Goombas in the
ducks
first
give you a
level to
coin.
say, but you put Goombas in the first level and say, it's still a Mario game.
They put PD Piranha in the first level to say Piranha Plant still exists.
Sure,
Piranha Plants are a giant thing in Mario 1
sure.
and
And
3.
and Peter Piranha or the Piranha plants
Hmm?
have a much bigger purpose in Sunshine.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. What's
The
the
Cataquacks, they're just there to be
Hold
there.
on. Wait a
You think
minute.
it's one?
This wiki is calling Goop an enemy.
Maybe.
No, it's an environmental hazard. It's not an enemy. It doesn't move. It doesn't
But you know
react. It
what?
doesn't have AI associated
But
with
you
it.
know what? The goop has more of a purpose as an enemy than the stupid ducks.
They get in your. You can't just run around that beach willy nilly.
You can though. There's not enough that it's significant that you need to care about them.
Hey, Glass, what's the purpose of a Cheep Cheep?
Weren't Cheep Cheeps in the first game? When were Cheep Cheeps?
Yeah, they're in the first game, but what's the purpose of them? You can just swim right past them.
Where are they in this game?
Most of the water.
I don't know if I've seen a Cheep Cheep.
Mario Sunshine. No, bullshit. That's not what they look like. I disagree.
Yeah, the big piranha Cheep Cheeps. That's in the coral. The
They can be
red
found in
coral
large
area.
bodies of water. They jump out of the water.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
The Cheep Cheeps have a much bigger purpose. In the coral area where you get the red coins on that same level, they're actually in the way and will hunt you down and kill you.
So
And also, it's the nostalgia factor. You can see from appearances, they're in every freaking Mario game. The stupid ducks are in this game and serve no purpose.
they're in Mario Galaxy.
Okay.
They're in Mario Kart Double Dash. They're actually real annoying in Double Dash.
Okay. So we added a enemy in Sunshine so we could later bring it into a Mario Kart
No,
spin-off
no,
game.
Glass. They added an enemy in Sunshine to make a level memorable. They added an enemy because the purpose of like
The level sucks anyway. Like it's not even a good level, and then you add an enemy to it to make it
it's
memorable.
no,
And the
no, no,
enemy
no, no,
sucks
no.
also.
It's the point of the game is entertainment, and they wanted to come up with new cool
This
enemies.
level was not
and
fun.
Goombas do not feel like they are native to a beach. So they wanted to make an enemy that is native to the beach, but also
Ducks? What?
hey, you know, like birds like beaches, right? There's a lot of
Okay,
fish
like
there that they can eat.
Pelicans, sure.
So they had this large beach area that they wanted to use for the Wiggler fight or whatever. And then
Don't
like
ducks hang around freshwater, not saltwater?
I don't fucking know, dude. These
I'm
aren't
pretty sure they do.
these aren't ducks, they're cataquacks. Like
And also, they don't swim.
yeah. They don't swim. But they might eat fish and that's why they're hanging out at the beach. They're
The Koopa makes sense because it was in the first game, right? Original Super Mario Brothers. The first enemy
the
you
fuck
see
is Snooze a
is
Koopa?
I don't know. Oh, it's the turtles. You have to kill those to get a shine.
Okay.
It's their
Snooze a Koopas
sunflowers.
are only seen during episode 4 of Pinup Park.
Right.
Okay.
But it's
I'm just looking at all these enemies that I don't
sunflowers.
remember.
There's sunflowers and those eggs are random, and you have to like awaken the eggs, and they're these guys, and then you have to kill them, and the shine appears.
These bees are no. These bees are no.
I don't remember those bees.
In Sunshine, bees were found in beehives. If Mario get too close, they would swarm, kill him. They're describing normal bees. They're not describing these bees
Like,
from Galaxy.
where? It doesn't say where.
Yoshi can eat them and get a coin out of them. Once eating all of them, a blue coin will appear, but it doesn't say what level.
Right. But anyway, back to the Goombas, right? The first enemy of the game, of any Mario game, is a Goomba. It's like the enemy that kills more people than anything else, right? Um, is the stupid first Goomba.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I mean,
and
it,
then
it
they
sure
bring it
killed
back.
me. It sure killed me a lot when I was like 7 or whatever.
Right, tons. It kills so that first Goomba kills so many people.
Hey,
And they
I
bring it
I don't know
back.
what the hell these buttons do. I'm running forward. Oh, I died.
Right, that's the idea.
Trampling stew.
It's the way that they created a tutorial. It's you have an early, very easy enemy that you kill and move on, right? Um, and then they bring it back as a nostalgia factor and a basic tutorial in other games. Jump on enemy, kill enemy.
The hell is this?
It's a beta thing.
Why?
The ducks are just annoying. You can't kill them. They serve no purpose. Did that guy just
Hey,
poop one of those
hey,
things?
hey, the Mario wiki at mario.fandom.com is not good. You should not list beta elements in your list of Super Mario Sunshine enemies.
Hey, Faded.
Yeah.
Let's look at the background of the Mario wiki, okay?
No, it's terrible. Yeah, I know.
No, I know it's terrible, but what do we see here?
You see a graphic that was hastily copied from Super Mario Maker and pasted in the background.
Right, but what enemies are there?
You've got the Galoomba, which is like a Goomba but different for no reason,
Okay.
which appeared in Super Mario World.
So an upgraded Goomba, let's say.
It's not upgraded. You can't kill it by stepping on it.
Which one is that?
The Galoomba is you can see it all the way on the left next to Lakitu and
Yeah,
of
you
the
jump
star.
on that and you can kill it.
Only when you have Yoshi.
Are you
If you
sure?
if you don't have actually not even when you have Yoshi, it goes upside down and then you have to carry it and knock it into something else.
Oh. But you jump on it and it at least goes. You notice what you don't see here?
Uh, if you say anything from Sunshine, it's because Mario Maker didn't include anything from
The
Sunshine.
dumb Cataquacks. Because they're a stupid enemy
Mario
that didn't transfer to any meaningful game.
No, Glass, stop. Mario Maker includes elements from the 2D Mario games.
I would argue that the Cataquack is one of the worst Mario enemies ever created.
I can't think of any others offhand, but it's down there. Yeah, I do agree that it's not a great enemy.
It's stupid. It serves no purpose. You don't need it to do anything. You don't need to interact with it. It's just there because they needed to put something on the stupid beach. Extend the beach, get rid of the grass hill, extend the beach, put more meaningful things on the map and have a maybe decent level. But the way it is now, half of the level's not used and it just the enemies are boring and it's dumb.
All right, I'm curious. I'm looking at a stupid listicle about Mario enemies. Ostro, okay, okay, you can't use Mario 2 enemies because the Ostro is from Doki Doki Panic and not whatever.
Okay.
Uh,
You want to start at 1? Let's see what the rarest enemy is.
no, hold on.
Okay. All right, we'll
What?
do 9.
Spiky from Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Okay. The
Was this game in the US?
Yes, this was the second Game Boy Mario game. For the original Game Boy.
I've played quite a few video games in my time. I didn't know this game existed.
We had Super Mario Land 1.
No, we didn't.
I played it a lot. I don't.
Okay.
You probably still, if you still have the old Game Boy stuff, you probably still have it.
It was
Um,
fine.
we did. It was like a 12 level game or something.
I'm gonna argue with
It was
Spiky.
ridiculously short.
I'll argue with Spiky.
Spiky
Not
Spiky is from the Super Mario Land 2, which was more of a fleshed out Mario game. I never actually played. I should play that sometime.
I'm gonna
Um,
argue that Spiky is not from a mainstream game. Doesn't count.
Mario Land the Mario Land games are absolutely mainstream
No, it's
games.
not.
Yes,
Get
they
out of
are.
here.
There are 3 Mario Land games, and they all and then they made Super Mario 3D Land, which are weirdly in that line. Um,
Okay, then fine. I'm reading the description about Spiky as we're talking about
oh
it.
yeah, Spikies are. I have no idea what a Spiky is
I'm reading
I
the
haven't played Mario
description,
2.
and I
Yep.
would also absolutely argue doesn't need to exist. Poor enemy design.
Glass, this was a Game Boy game. They didn't have a lot to work with. Okay.
Fair, and the stupid ducks are a mainstream GameCube game.
Hey, Milda. Yoshi's Island is a mainstream game. Mildas are fun.
I don't remember them.
They do unique thing. When you jump on them, they pop like a balloon, and if they're large, they pop into several smaller ones. And when they pop, they like burst air out from each side, so they knock enemies away. And they're a fun enemy to beat around with. And it's
You know what? You know what you've just told me right now.
Mhm.
This enemy was interesting and had a meaningful animation when you interacted with it.
This listicle is about enemies that vanished from games, not bad enemies.
Right.
So I'm just saying that this isn't.
Fair. But what you've already described of this, which I admit I haven't played this game, you've already described an interesting enemy. It does cool
I
things when you interact.
I think the Cataquacks are still interesting. I
Okay.
I
What
don't.
makes the Cataquack different than a heave ho?
Heave hoes are very out of place on a tropical setting. It's a machine. Cataquacks are living things. They're animals.
So it's literally just the skin you put on it.
You can also damage a Cataquack.
No, you can't.
You shoot it with the flood and it tips over and it flips upside down and gets stunned for a while, and then you jump on it and get a coin.
Do you? Because that's never needed in the game.
Glass, it's an adventure game. None of it's needed.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Hey,
The
it's
Mildy and
Chuckya.
Marching Mildy are at least interesting.
Hey, it's Chuckya.
Chuckya? You need those for coins.
No, you
First
don't.
thing that I remember.
No,
Yeah,
you don't.
I'm pretty sure you do.
No,
Um,
absolutely not. You can't kill them. You
and you're taking. It even says, look, you're taking a Babam or King Babam. It's a slight alteration, so it's a variation of a previous enemy.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It looks like a Babam. Whether that's from the limitations of the N64
yeah. It's
or what.
Glass. We're looking at 6 spheres here, and a sphere was just a 2D object in that game. It wasn't even a 3D.
Uh-huh. Okay. But it looks like it could be from the Babam family tree, right?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. So makes sense. You go around, you grab it from the behind, just like
Right?
the
Yeah,
King
you
Babam,
can kill them. I forgot about that.
right?
Okay,
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Chuckyas, and they completely throw you off the top of the map and you have to do it all over again. Super memorable because they're annoying and you have to restart. Or I think there's one in Bowser 3 that'll
I,
just straight up throw you off the map and you die.
are you saying that the Cataquacks
Ducks don't
aren't?
kill you,
They're super annoying though, and they absolutely ruin your progress when you're doing the watermelon level.
but you don't. Okay.
You're
You're
arguing.
only doing the watermelon level if you're 100%ing the game. That whatever the bomb gun is,
Or if
you
you don't,
have to
or
interact with at least one of them in
if you don't know that you only need the first 7 stars because you're 12 and you're playing Mario Sunshine for the first time.
maybe. Let's move
I'm
on.
going to remind you that these games are children's games made for children.
Hot Feet?
Hot Feet for
Super
Mario 3.
Mario
They're
3?
little fire on the tops of candles that when you look away from them, they start walking toward you. Or no, when you pass them, they start walking toward you. And they'll burn you. And that's it.
Have I ever seen these?
Have you played Mario 3?
I'm sure.
They're in. I want to say they're in more than just World 8, but I know they're in World 8.
I don't know. I don't remember it. I was way too young for Mario 3.
Hey, it's iRock. I feel like bosses should be exempt from this list of enemies that vanished from games.
I agree.
Like, of course, this boss never came back. Fine.
I agree. But I also think IROC was, you had
iRock's a great
to-
enemy. Yeah, absolutely.
You had to first open the pyramid in a kind of cool way. You had to get into the pyramid, and then you had to find your way into his room in the center of the pyramid.
That was easy. So you open the pyramid.
I'm not saying it's hard.
Yeah.
Not saying it's hard, but it's something cool you had to do.
No, it's not really. You stand on the four corners of the pyramid to open it up. You go inside, and then you're just standing on an elevator to get there. It's nothing.
The four corners of it on these.
Yeah.
Pillars
That's cool. Absolutely, you open it up.
It's a totally cool way to get inside, and then you see this boss enemy.
Yeah,
with these eyes on his hands. He's a memorable enemy,
and he shoves you off the platform.
That directly when you kill him, he gives you a star.
Again, I'm not saying that like
IROC does not deserve to be on this list. IROC is cool.
This is not a list of bad enemies. This is a list of enemies that vanished from Mario games that were in like one or two games, and then
of course he vanished.
Yeah.
You kill him once, he's dead. He's the only one of his kind. Unlike the stupid ducks that there's a million of them that don't matter. What's next? Okay, they're already saying upgraded Goomba.
Uh-huh. No, they're saying a stand-in for Goomba. They're not saying upgraded.
They were actually needed for shines that you need to get, because you actually had to, in the ones where you lose your flood, you have to use them to jump over large gaps.
I mean, they're just a Goomba.
Right, but they already have a purpose that the ducks don't have.
Why aren't they just Goombas?
Because Goombas can't fly in the void of these levels.
Have you not seen a Paragoomba before?
True, they could have put Paragoombas then. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So why have Stroll and Stew? Why create a brand new character?
True. I agree with that. And I also agree that you shouldn't create a brand new duck that serves no purpose. Again, we're looking at Sunshine enemies that suck. What's next? Phanto? Phanto's badass.
Phanto's an enemy from Doki Doki Panic. It's not fair to say that he vanished from Mario games because he was never in a Mario game.
He's also badass. He chases you the entire level.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Doesn't he?
Only when you're holding the key. You drop the key and he goes away.
Oh.
But
it's designed that he'll be around the whole level for you.
No, because the key, it's like 2 screens maybe.
Whatever. I like Phanto. Phanto's at least a badass.
Related 10 hardest bosses in Mario Sunshine. Okay, I'm clicking on that to look at that later. Oh,
the Goombo?
Goombo.
What game is this?
This is Super Mario Land 1. The only difference is that a Goombo is smaller. Otherwise, it's not smaller. It's half the size of Mario.
Okay, so it's a small Goomba. It's a baby Goomba.
It's just a Goomba. It's the same size. Oh, no, I guess we're looking at small Mario here.
Okay, so...
Okay.
It's just a baby Goomba. That's the same thing. Straight up, same thing.
It had a different name, apparently, in...
Also, we're in the very early Mario games.
What the hell is it? Hold on. What the hell is this? Combat. A few stages of Yoshi's story. I should play Yoshi's Story again because I don't remember anything about it other than like it was a book. I what?
I'm reading.
The Japanese name roughly translates to Mr. Sweat or Perspiring Kid.
So I'm gonna argue that
This is both disgusting and makes no sense.
the absolute nothing I know about it, it already says that it's chasing you around the level.
Again, this is not a list of worthless enemies. This is a list of Mario enemies that vanished from games.
Yeah, I mean this thing I don't remember ever seeing it. I'm pretty sure I played that game.
We've played Yoshi's Story. I think we've rented it, but yeah, I don't remember anything about Yoshi's Story.
All right, let's go to what's your next
10
one?
hardest bosses in Mario Sunshine. Hold on, wait. How many bosses are in Sunshine?
There's I think
Probably
at
one per
least-
level. That's 7.
Are there only 7 levels? I feel like there's more.
There were 49 stars that you need to get to the end,
Um,
right?
No, there's multiple bosses in some of the levels.
Yeah, okay. All right.
let's see.
The number 10 is PD Piranha, who is the easiest boss. So there are 10 bosses in this game.
Yeah, but he's the same as the Bomb King. First boss, memorable. They even brought back.
I'm criticizing this list. I'm not criticizing. I'm criticizing the premise for this list. The 10 hardest bosses. No, this is just all 10 bosses.
He wasn't that easy.
He's the first boss fight.
But I'd say he's memorable. He was a kind of fun boss. He was nostalgia factor.
He was plastered over everything because it was what they used to market this game.
I'd say he is a well-designed enemy.
Gooper Blooper is fantastic.
Yeah.
Gooper Blooper is. I didn't know that's what his name was because honestly, I don't care about enemy names that much.
It's just the dumb squid guy.
It's the squid guy that you fight him twice on the one level, and that's it.
He's in a bunch. No, he's in other levels too.
Is he? I thought he was just in.
No, he's in other ones.
Okay. Rico Harbor and Noki Bay. Okay.
Yeah, in Noki Bay.
I thought both fights were in Rico Harbor.
You fight him twice in Rico Harbor and then in Noki Bay.
Okay. Wiggler. Yep. Okay.
Wiggler was the only reason the beach existed.
No, the beach existed so they could have a beach level.
Yeah, but put more things that matter on the beach.
They don't need to.
Next.
Shadow
Mario's. Come on, that's throughout the whole game. Shadow Mario is the point of the game. Next.
It's the 7th hardest boss, apparently.
I mean, yeah, he does.
Plungelo, okay. I would argue that they're not bosses. Well, not big time bosses initially. Okay, sure. They're not bosses.
So here's the thing.
They're just enemies.
Like the ducks. I like these stupid ducks on the solar panels. They're messing up the solar panels, which are used for...
Because they have plunger feet?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it actually is in the middle, but, these are the stupid ducks that are in the way on the solar panels. Knock them off. That's fine. The local wildlife is messing up our energy production. Get rid of them.
They're mirrors that point at the center so that... I'm not actually sure what that center column is.
But I like those ones.
Sure.
The ones on the solar panels, those are good. The ones on the beach, I hate. Come on, Boo is in every game. We don't need to talk about Boo. Boo is a staple enemy of the Mario franchise.
This list is so poorly written.
Yeah, this is bad.
King Boo is Mario's first direct interaction. Who's fought in the basement of... King Boo, who is fought in the basement of Hotel Delfino, is Mario's first direct interaction with King Boo. That's incorrect.
In this game. It is in this game. So the entire Hotel Delfino level.
King Boo, who was fought in the basement of Hotel Delfino, is Mario's... Okay, then this sentence is written in extremely poorly.
Yeah.
Because this sentence is written as though this is the first time that you're fighting King Boo ever. or that you're directly interacting in, like Mario.
in Sunshine.
It doesn't say that though.
Well, this is a Sunshine specific list, so
So this should say King
it
Boo.
doesn't need to
King
say in
King.
Sunshine
No,
because it's already Sunshine.
the sentence is poorly written, and it should say something along the lines of King Boo is fought in the basement of Hotel Delfino in the first
The first interaction
in this
Fire
game.
Sunshine. Right.
Not the first direct interaction with King Boo. That doesn't make any sense when
I mean, you could
when
argue it's implied because the whole list is
the subject of the sentence
Sunshine exclusive.
the subject of the sentence is King Boo.
Okay. I'm not going to argue
The sentence is poorly written. Water is ineffective, blah, 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 yeah. Eely Mouth is absolutely boss, and you need to remember to brush your teeth.
Yo, I just fought him.
Brush your teeth, kids.
That shine sucked. The controls are wonky. I like the design.
Hold on, stop. You say that as if the controls for the rest of the game are not wonky.
But this specifically, because you're stuck underwater and then like you're constantly losing life. So you like can't just fight the boss. You have to like constantly be going to get coins and stuff. It's just
There are
the
other
controls.
there are other stars and shines in this and previous games where you need to be underwater the whole time. And thus you're losing air or health the entire time.
Underwater, the only one I can think of is the red coins in the same level, which there's just it's like in the wing cap on 64 level, where it's just red coins on the path of normal coins. It's like the same thing. So
in 64 there's the bonus level near the third level, the water level. So you're stuck in a room and you have to get all the red coins, and you're underwater, so you're losing health the whole time.
That's fair, and that's also widely seen as one of the worst stars in that game too.
I highly disagree with that statement, but okay. I mean, I'm assuming from a speedrunner perspective, it's one of the worst stars because it is so super slow, and it's laggy and not great. But
this
like
Eely Mouth, like you can make it better by putting maybe a couple platforms nearby that you can stand and shoot from.
Eely Mouth moves up and down the entire time. It doesn't stay in the same place. So platforms nearby.
But it's just up and down. So you could put platforms down and you can aim where your nozzle's pointed.
You're supposed to be sitting above. You're supposed to be hovering right above the tooth and shooting it with your hover jets.
No, because if you get a little too high, it just doesn't hit.
Yeah, so you get close because you're brushing the teeth.
It was frustrating with that, but it wasn't terrible. The most annoying part of that was just staying alive because you're constantly dying from lack of water. I haven't gotten to Bowser yet, so I don't want
to. I feel like 3 is too high on this list for Bowser. This fight is.
I feel like the Bowser fight was fine.
This fight is not hard.
Yeah.
Mecha Bowser is annoying as hell.
I thought Mecha Bowser was super fun.
It's fun.
Hey, let's go to a roller coaster.
Absolutely. It's annoying as hell though. Because why does my aim keep changing? Oh right, I'm on a roller coaster.
It's not the aim that I had the issue with. It was the random bombs that either follow you or come up at your front.
Yeah, and you need to shoot them down.
They only followed you and not came straight at you. But I love Mecha Bowser.
My problem was you need to shoot the bombs to disable them so they don't hit you, but then you're on a section of the track that curves, and now you're not aiming at the bomb anymore, and then it hits you. So that was one of the issues I had with this fight. But like. Yeah, sure. Mecha Bowser's great,
and Mecha Bowser is a memorable enemy, and it makes sense.
Okay, I scrolled down a little bit just to see the name of the next enemy, and I'm trying to remember who the hell Phanta Manta is. Manta. This is the boss at the beginning of the hotel level, and it's the worst fucking enemy in.
I'm gonna be honest. I just did this shine like a few days ago,
and you probably had a real easy time with it too, didn't you?
if you shotgun blast, if you stand in the
Uh-huh.
one of the pools
And shotgun
and
blast
you
the whole
just
time.
shotgun blast, it just dies.
The problem I had with this is there's a 3-minute timer on it.
Was there a timer?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna be honest. Didn't recognize the timer. I just shotgun blasted it till it died. That pool on the right there, I stood in there
Mm-hmm.
and just shotgun blasted and just straight up died.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. The time limit
I don't remember.
the time limit is on cleaning the paint on the previous level or something, or the next level or whatever.
I don't know. But I even thought the manta.
When
like,
all of them are at their tiniest, they will turn pink and actively begin chasing Mario rather than wandering around.
I
Okay.
thought the manta was a better enemy because it's like this is what's wreaking havoc on the whole area. It comes in. It's got a unique way to kill it. You have to
Okay,
interact with
I'm
it.
done with this. Oh shit. Did I pause Stardew? Stardew
Yes.
crashed. Okay, good. Okay, great. Let's not save that.
Yeah, it was definitely paused.
Okay, good. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This is probably going to be a separate video. I'm probably going to split this out into Stardew Valley and Weird Mario Conversation. What?
I would.
Yeah.
The Sunshine Ducks, poor enemy design.
All right. Thanks everyone for
Prove me
watching.
wrong.
I don't think it's poor enemy design. I think that they
added poor enemies to a poor map and put it in the game and said, "This is fun, trust me."
I feel like most of Sunshine is them saying, "This is fun, trust me." There's a lot on that in that game that's just annoying.
I'm thinking of like the 64 levels, and there was one level I didn't care for. The Rainbow.
That's
One where
yeah,
like
Rainbow Ride. Yep.
Yeah. Like I didn't care for that level. It was difficult. It was one of the last levels.
It is the last level.
You didn't need to touch it at all to beat the game.
You could say that about most of the levels.
But like Mario Sunshine, you have to go into the levels. It's a requirement to beat the game. And
I do think that's a downside because if there's a level you don't like, you can't skip it.
One of the earlier levels.
You still have to do 7 shines in it.
It's one of the earlier levels. It's not interesting. Most of the levels just doesn't matter. It's just who designed this? They need to be fired.
I highly disagree with that. But also like whatever.
I'm just kidding, Nintendo, don't cancel me.
All right. Thank you everyone for watching. This has been almost 2 hours of Mario complaining. Man, I didn't do Ring Fit today either. God damn it. I was gonna do Ring Fit Adventure after the stream because I missed yesterday.
That is.
It's a exercise-ish Switch game.
Okay.
I have the box right here, actually. Here, this thing. That you get a what's it called?
I think I've seen something.
A resistance ring or something like that, and I've just been using it because I haven't. I'm bad.
We're also like an hour and a half past where I wanted to end stream.
Sorry. Yeah, but like you wouldn't shut up about the fucking ducks.
Fine. I'm just playing Sunshine for the first time and there's so much bad things about it. And it's supposed to be, you know, the newer game after 64, and 64 is just straight better.
So this is why I said when you told me you were playing Sunshine, I asked why. Like, it's a bad game.
People love this game.
Absolutely.
Like, you look online,
people love a lot of bad things. And I'm not, and I want to be clear, I'm not saying they shouldn't love it. If you love a game, play it. If you love a bad movie, watch it. Like, it's fine to love bad things, but it's such a bad game.
But like, people talk like it's the best Mario game ever.
No, they're wrong.
Like,
it can be your favorite Mario game. That's fine.
Mario 64 so frustrating. There's a lot of shines that it's like they shouldn't have put this
Mar-
in. The
six.
technology
You
wasn't
said
there.
Mario 64. Did you mean Sunshine?
No, I meant 64.
Okay.
There's some
Okay. Then
shines.
then you said
Or like,
shines and not stars.
sorry, stars.
Okay.
Like the camera's not great.
Oh yeah,
Some of the
absolutely.
shines, it's like this is just
But
difficult
I
because
I
of the
I would I
limitations.
would say Mario 64 is my favorite game. I believe I've said a few times that Mario 64 is the best game. That is incorrect. Mario 64 is not the best game. There are too many things wrong with it in a modern setting.
It's definitely got its issues,
Yes.
but even dealing with like the camera issues and the control issues, like because the camera issues, like
I I would
it's still 100% more fun than Sunshine has been. And it shouldn't be because Sunshine is the newer game on the newer console with the newer technology. I shouldn't have issue jumping.
You say that like sequels have never been worse than their predecessors before.
They don't mess up pressing A to jump.
um so yeah, for best
Whatever. Bye, chat.
for best Mario game, I would say it's either, I don't know, that's still like an opinion thing.
Of
It,
course.
it's
I
for
I think 64
best
just has a
3D
nostalgia factor
best
for us.
best
So.
3D Mario is either Galaxy or Odyssey. And I haven't played Galaxy in a while, so I'm not sure how well it holds up. I know there's a lot of pointing at the screen and waggling. I don't know how well it holds up. Um,
Well, I sure hope it's better than Sunshine. I feel like they took a major step backwards with Sunshine as far as
how many more shines do you need to get in Sunshine?
um I think I have like 2 or 3 in the one level I'm in, and then I have a whole nother level like I haven't
Uh,
touched yet.
okay.
Oh shit, my Switch is in the other room.
You might want to just stop and move on to Galaxy.
No, at this point I'm
Okay.
beating it at spite.
All right. Well, then stop complaining about how bad it is because we know.
I Sometimes you just play a game and you're just like, who worked on level design? Because move on.
A lot of people. Because yes, a lot of people. It was not a single person effort like designing a Pokemon is or something.
You had this many people look at the level design and say, that's good. Like, come on.
A lot of it is good, and a lot of it is bad. Yeah, it is not great.
I've I've had parts of some of the levels that I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah,
The one
absolutely.
where the squid things that you ride on. I don't remember what they're called.
You mean
Um,
the fucking race car glider things?
on the water, not the gliders.
Yeah, you're talking about like the green one or the yellow one or the red one.
Yeah,
Those things suck.
I love
No, they're the
those.
worst. They're not the worst. They're bad. Um,
But it was something new and fun and, ride around on the water at a quicker speed. And then there was the one race, which was frustrating to get around the track, but
it's
wasn't
just
terrible.
it's just a green shell that you jump on top of and you ride on top of the water in Mario 64.
Sure. But there was a purpose to it.
Why didn't they just have green shells? Why did they need to make a new thing? These are your arguments.
Fair. I accept that. I don't know how Koopas deal with water.
Also,
But
when a Koopa
but
shell
the sprites each color
collides with a wall, you don't die.
you get knocked off of it though.
Yeah, and the
Each
Koopa shell goes away, and then you can go and swim and go get the Koopa shell again if it respawns.
the 3 color squids though, like they each had like different stats.
Yeah, one. They were different speeds, so you could
And they were
turn
used
easier
for
on some of them.
multiple different stars,
I
and
remember. I remember
they were
two.
there were 3.
I remember getting the red coins and the race level.
Oh, yeah, the shines, there's 2.
Yeah,
Um, but there's 3 different speeds, and they're required to get through 2 shines. I don't know if they appear later in the game.
them being. We're getting back into arguments again that we have already went through.
I know. I just
Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this conversation that Glass and I have had, you should go back in time and sit in on most dinners back at our household, because we had conversations like this that
we just argue dumb shit all the time.
absolutely, and it'd be about the dumbest fucking stuff too.
Anyway, the Sunshine Ducks are terrible.
They're fine.
They should patch the game currently to get rid of
No,
them.
absolutely
Just put,
not.
like, Koopas in or
They
something.
they should not give anyone any reason to go back to play Super Mario Sunshine.
You know what?
If they patch the game, people are going to go back and play it again, and they don't
You know
need
what?
to do that.
I agree with you on that.
All right. Hey, everyone, come up with streams tomorrow. I'm playing Castlevania probably if I'm awake, because I don't know. So I'll be awake. It's 1 p.m. I wake up early. Sunday is Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm thinking that when I finish Castlevania, I'm just going to play Kirby in Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday until I'm done with it, and then kind of take Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, and just be one game the whole time. Fridays is still going to be co-op Fridays for as long as Glass is free on Fridays. You're free for the next forever, right?
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll move it back to a weekend, and if after Stardew, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how long we're going to be playing Stardew either, but got a lot of time, and we've been streaming for 3 hours and 43 minutes.
I know,
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
been good.
It-
Dumb Sunshine.
It has been, yeah. It's been 2 hours of playing a great game, and then 2 hours of complaining about a terrible game. All right.
A wildly loved terrible game. Let's be clear here.
I don't know. Yeah, people like that game. Uh-huh.
On your tier list that you do the end of every year, Sunshine should not be up there.
I am not playing Sunshine. That tier list is games I've played this year. I am not playing Sunshine.
I feel like we've talked about it enough. You should put it on the list now.
Just pull up the list from last year and just add Sunshine to the bottom tier. Make a new tier for Sunshine at the bottom. No. I don't know. Okay, now I'm thinking about things that are going to get you real friggin' mad.
You gonna play Sunshine on stream?
No, I'm thinking about the bottom tier of that list and where Subnautica is on there, and where Sunshine goes above or below Subnautica, and I don't think you're going to like the answer.
I just recently watched another streamer play Subnautica, and he had so much fun with it. I don't know how you managed to just like avoid all the cool stuff in Subnautica on your playthrough, but you did.
Cool. Great. I'm glad. No, I'm not glad. I do wish that I could stand to play more Subnautica, but honestly, like the jump scare element is not something that I deal well with.
Well, I just remember on that island, like
and I guess it's not really jump scare; it's more terror.
Yeah, it's spooky. It's spooky as heck.
Yeah, and like I was in my last stream. I was in the big ship that I was exploring around, and then I jumped back into my submarine, and I started swimming away, and I swam too close to the front of the ship, and I heard noises from behind me, and didn't want to turn around because I would lose speed, and I didn't want to lose speed and possibly get caught. And that was absolutely terrifying to me.
So the difference with us in that game is we both found things very spooky, but I said, this is spooky, but I still want to see what else is there. And you said, this is spooky, I don't want to see it again.
Yep, absolutely.
So that was the difference.
Yep, and that's why, like...
But I feel like you also... part of that was because, like, when you went to the island, you didn't see the ship come up and get shot down because you died.
Because I died. That was so dumb. Oh my God.
Yeah, so like you missed some of like the cool, memorable moments of the game because of just like a string of really stupid stuff that happened to you. Like you had maybe the most
I,
unlucky playthrough I've ever seen
to,
of
to,
the
to be
game.
honest, I have watched some other people play Subnautica for a little bit. If I had seen that, I watched after this after I stopped streaming
Mhm.
it. If I had seen that stuff, I still would have quit after the last encounter that I had.
Well, at least you would have seen some of the cool stuff and made that decision,
I don't know
not
the
avoided it somehow and then quit.
the crafting and resource stuff is pretty cool in that game. It did a lot of cool things that I enjoyed playing, and then there was
You
just
just didn't like the spooky
that there
part.
was just that extra little bit that I'm like, nope, I'm out. Like,
Yeah,
um, I kind of bounced off of Binding of Isaac the same way,
I
where
haven't played that.
it's a cool top-down roguelike, very Legend of Zelda style dungeons where you're going through room
Mhm.
by room of this top-down stuff, and you're shooting enemies. And when you get to the harder levels, it becomes more of a bullet hell. Instead of an enemy shooting a bullet at you and then a bullet at you, it's this boss that has, is shooting a giant wave of bullets that you need to try and dodge through. And I'm terrible and hate bullet hells.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm like, okay, great. I loved this game up until this boss, and now I never want to play this game again if I need to fight this boss every time. Um, there was a
Yeah, I have some games like that where it's like you get to a boss fight and it's like, ooh, I was finally able to kill that. I never want to do that again.
um Hades. Hades had some sort of bullet hell stuff in it, right?
Yeah, but
But it was always like there are multiple
you
enemies and they're all shooting at me. Oh right, the stupid four are they witches in the hell level? The mini boss of
I don't
like these
remember.
four, I'm gonna call them witches, that jump up and like all keep shooting like 5 lines of 3 bullets at you, but they're four of them in different places all shooting at you, and I kept dying on that level over and over.
Yeah.
Oh, you just put okay.
I just sent you the updated list of Stardew.
Oh god, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone who watches. If you want to catch my streams, do so. Twitch.tv/FadedOasis. Watch these VODs on YouTube. If you don't like if you're watching these VODs on Twitch, great, thank you. Also, I do appreciate you. If you don't like how I take breaks and you have to skip like 3 minutes or 5 minutes ahead in the video, watch on YouTube. I cut out all of those breaks. It's a much cleaner experience, and it's up like the day after the stream anyway. Um, Hit me up on Twitter if you have any suggestions for games I should play, or hell, if you have any suggestions for conversations that Glass and I should get talking about and get angry about. That'd be a cool thing. Like, we need other things to talk about during Stardew.
True.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So thank you everyone for watching. For anyone watching this VOD, why did you watch 2 hours of us arguing about Mario? What the hell? All right. I'll see
Because
everyone.
it's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. All right. I'll see everyone later. Thanks for joining me, Glass. This has been a fun 4 hours.
It's been fun. I agree.
All right. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.